Welcome to the Explainer. So if you've ever thought it was literally impossible to increase your height, well, you're going to want to stick around. Today we're looking at a fascinating 15-minute routine that can actually help you reclaim your natural height. And the best part, it works no matter how old you are. Let's look at the biological mechanics of exactly why we shrink and how we can fix it.
Are you shorter than you should be? I know, it's a crazy question, right? But the surprising truth here is that you are actively shrinking, literally every single day. But hey, don't worry, it's really not your fault. It's kind of just the reality of the environment we live in and the daily habits we've been forced to adopt.
2 inches. That is the amount of height you can lose simply due to the constant, non-stop downward pressure of gravity. It is quite literally pulling you down every single day, pressing on you like a small weight. And honestly, that 2-inch loss is before we even factor in the other physical challenges of our modern routines.
Okay, let's dive into this. Why you are shrinking, the impact of modern life. Because aside from gravity, bad posture and prolonged sitting are absolutely the ultimate villains in our story. Think of your spine kind of like a straight, fully extended wooden ruler. Now, when your back curves forward from bad posture, you literally fold. You haven't lost your actual physical length, like you're still the exact same size, but just like a hinged, folded ruler, you look much smaller. You are basically folding yourself in half. But good news, we can unfold you.
All right, working our way from the top of the body downward, fixing your upper posture. Wall angels.
So here's exactly how we do this. Step 1, just stand with your back, your butt, and your head completely flat against a wall. Step 2, raise your arms out to the sides and bend your elbows so your hands are pointing straight up. Step 3, slowly slide those arms up and down the wall, like you're making snow angels, or, well, wall angels. The absolutely crucial thing here, your hands, elbows, and back must stay glued to that wall the entire time.
Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, here's a wild fact. Most people cannot last 10 seconds doing this. Something always pops off the wall. That is how tight and distorted our modern bodies are from, being hunched over desks all day. But if you can push through and aim for 10 slow reps for 2 to 3 sets a day, your upper body alignment is going to automatically hit the reset button.
Realigning your hips, the glute bridge. Now that the upper body is opening up, let's talk about the hips. It sounds crazy, but your hips heavily dictate your overall height.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this complicated-sounding medical term, anterior pelvic tilt. Basically, when you sit all day, the front of your hips gets really tight, and your back glute muscles get weak. This literally tilts your whole pelvis forward. It makes your belly stick out and drags your upper body down. So even when you think you're standing straight, your pelvis is actually pulling you downward.
To fix this fast, we've got the glute bridge. Step 1, lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Step 2, push firmly right through your heels and lift those hips up toward the ceiling. Step 3, give your glutes a big squeeze at the top. This movement strengthens those weak butt muscles, which automatically yanks your hips back into their proper, taller position. And just to make sure you know exactly how hard to squeeze at the top, the source material offers this highly memorable advice. Squeeze your butt tight like you're holding in a fart. I know, it's pretty funny, but it works flawlessly. You want a really strong, engaged squeeze for 10 to 15 reps to lock those hips into place and build up that structural support.
Moving on, decompressing your spine, cobra stretch and dead hang. This part is literally all about creating physical space between your squished vertebrae.
We'll kick this off with the cobra stretch. Think of this as giving your spine a giant, relaxing yawn. Step 1, lie flat on your stomach with your hands tucked under your shoulders. Step 2, slowly press your chest up using your arms, leaving your hips on the floor. Step 3, hold that stretch for a second or two and then lower back down. You want to aim for 8 to 10 slow reps here. And remember, the slower you go, the more space you give your spine to open up.
And this brilliantly illustrates why decompression is an absolute game changer. On Earth, gravity constantly compresses us. Studies actually show we're taller in the morning and literally shrink by the evening. But astronauts in space, without gravity squishing them down, their spines naturally expand. They come back to Earth up to 2 inches taller. You have way more space hidden in your spine than you think. Well, since we can't all just move to zero gravity, we've got the ultimate, totally underrated height hack right here, the dead hang. It lets gravity undo the damage of sitting. Hanging actually refills squished spinal discs with fluid as they expand. It relieves lower back pain, and it severely lowers tension in your shoulders. You're basically just letting gravity do all the heavy lifting. Doing this feels amazing.
Step 1. Grab a pull-up bar. Step 2. Keep your whole body totally loose. No swinging, absolutely no flexing, just hang loose. Step 3. Hang there for 20 to 30 seconds. Oh, and a quick pro tip, if you're a beginner or your grip strength isn't quite there yet, it is totally fine to leave your toes lightly touching the floor. You're still going to get those taller, decompressed benefits.
All right, last section. Building lifelong flexibility. Cat-cow. We got to keep that spine lubricated to maintain your new height. Have you ever noticed what a cat does the exact second it wakes up from a nap? It stretches every single time. Cats have 53 vertebrae in their spine, compared to our 33. That is exactly why they have such incredible agility. They stretch constantly to maintain it, while we humans, well, we rarely use our 33 vertebrae to their full flexible potential.
So we're stealing their secret with the cat-cow. Step 1. Get on your hands and knees. Step 2. Slowly round your back toward the ceiling and tuck your chin while you exhale, kind of like a sleepy cat. Step 3. Reverse it. Lower your belly toward the floor, lift your chest, and inhale. Matching your breath to the movement here is key because it actually stimulates the release of special, healthy fluids right into your spinal discs.
So the crucial point is that healthier discs equals more space between your vertebrae, which means standing visibly taller. Completing 10 to 15 gentle reps of this creates immediate visible height and, honestly, lifelong mobility.
Okay, let's wrap this up. The daily 15-minute routine. Put it into practice. It is so reassuring to know that reclaiming your lost height does not require grueling hours at the gym. This whole physiological reset, it takes just 15 minutes of your life. It's super fast, it's highly accessible, and best of all, it works no matter how old you are. Your body is incredibly resilient and always ready to realign if you give it the correct cues.
You might want to grab a screenshot of this one right now. This is your ultimate daily blueprint for reclaiming your height. Wall angels, 10 slow reps, 2 to 3 sets to reset that posture. Glute bridges, 10 to 15 reps, 2 to 3 sets to fix your hip tilt. Cobra stretch, 8 to 10 slow reps, 2 to 3 sets. Dead hang, 20 to 30 seconds, 2 to 3 sets. And finally, cat-cow, 10 to 15 gentle reps, 2 to 3 sets. Just give yourself a quick 30 to 60 seconds of rest between each one.
Which brings us to our final question. Will you invest 15 minutes today to stand naturally taller tomorrow? You've got the facts, the science, and the exact routine you need to fight back against gravity and desk life. So the second this explainer ends, I highly encourage you to step away from your computer, find some wall space, and start unfolding your true height. Thanks for joining us.